2025 Lamborghini Urus SE First Look Review, the Lambo gets electrified. Lamborghini has replaced the Urus S with a plug-in hybrid Urus SE packing nearly 800 horses. As part of a drive towards electrifying its entire portfolio, Lamborghini has issued an updated Urus to replace the Urus S, endowing the most family-friendly Lambo of all with a plug-in hybrid system and christening it the Urus SE. Still retaining the same MLB Evo architecture as the Urus did when it first debuted in 2017, the Urus SE finds itself in an elite family of SUVs comprising the Bentley Bentayga, Audi RS Q8, and Porsche Cayenne, the latter of which has received its own substantial electrification program as part of last year's update. But the Urus SE is finally doing something to establish itself above those models in more than just the badge on the hood, now with nearly 70 horsepower over the closest hybrid Porsche and seeing a power increase of 132 HP over the Urus S it replaces. Now in plug-in hybrid form, the new Lamborghini Urus SE SUV is not just more potent in the performance stakes but kinder on the environment too, able to drive silently in EV mode for approximately 37 miles, WLTP estimate. Figures like that are just the tip of the iceberg, however, with plenty more detail to dig into. When is the 2025 Lamborghini Urus SE coming out? Revealed ahead of the 2024 Beijing Auto Show, Auto China Beijing 2024, this is an early preview of the car and not an instant market rollout. Instead, if you have one on order and are in the upper echelons of Lamborghini's customer priority list, you're likely to receive yours by the end of 2024, the estimated release date for the Urus SE. The Urus SE arrives for the 2025 model year in the USA. First deliveries are planned within the end of 2024. 2025 Lamborghini Urus SE price and competition. The powertrain might be relatively new, but the competition isn't, as rivals for the Urus SE continue to hail from all corners of the map. Chief among those is the aforementioned Porsche Cayenne Turbo E hybrid coupe with which it shares a platform and an engine, but the exotic nature of the Lamborghini badge means that anyone interested in the Urus will also likely consider the Ferrari Purosangue for its naturally aspirated V12 or the freshly updated Aston Martin DBX 707, which has finally rectified its substandard infotainment woes in a bid to rival Sant'Agata Bolognese finest SUV. The price of the 2025 Lamborghini Urus SE is not a fixed target, as a range of customization options means the base price is not something anyone will ever pay. But a base MSRP of $258,000, excluding tax, is still a hefty sum to part with and a fair increase over the $237,848 the old Urus S commanded. But it's still much cheaper than the nearly $400,000 outlay for the Ferrari SUV. New Lamborghini Urus SE exterior and colors. Previously criticized for not looking distinctive enough alongside its corporate cousins, the Urus SE is on the receiving end of a substantial exterior redesign to fix those qualms. The front end gets a redesigned hood, which brings the shut line down to the top of the grille for a floating effect, and now features more distant creases facing forward instead of the outward elements of the Urus S. The grille itself is larger, particularly vertically, giving the exterior of the Lamborghini Urus SE more presence, while the Matrix LED headlights are now narrower, eschewing the Ypsilon, Y-shaped, LED daytime running light signature in favor of a more delicate C-shaped design around the exterior of the housing. At the rear, you still find a signature quartet of tailpipes housed low and wide within the Urus SE's diffuser, which increases downforce by 35% compared to the Urus S, but the rear bumper design has been tidied up. The tailgate now features a full-width hexagonal mesh look design element linking the lightly revised tail light clusters, housed beneath a more prominent ducktail spoiler and a larger roof-mounted spoiler. Further aero enhancements are hidden out of sight, with underbody air ducts increasing engine cooling by 15% over the original Urus, while brake cooling has been enhanced by 30%. We took inspiration from the Revuelto with the floating engine bonnet, achieving a very clean and muscular front design. The state-of-the-art front light system integrates a new, distinctive DRL signature. Mitja Borkert, Lamborghini Design Director. From a customization perspective, the Urus SE wears 23-inch Galanthus alloy wheels shod in bespoke Pirelli P0 tires, but customers can opt for other wheel designs from 21 to 23 inches in diameter, with optional Pirelli Scorpion 2 winter tires. Exterior colors for the Urus SE are as diverse and vibrant as one would expect, with more than 100 available options. At launch, 2 new hues are previewed, as pictured here. Arancia Agone, orange. Bianco Sapphirus, white. Lamborghini Urus SE dimensions. We've seen a slight increase in size brought about by the redesign of the 2025 Urus SE, but the dimensions are largely within the same ballpark. The Urus SE retains a 118.2-inch wheelbase, but the new front and rear end designs mean an incremental increase in overall length to 201.7 inches. It maintains a height of 64.5 inches, and its 85.9-inch width, including the mirrors, 79.6 without, is also unchanged. Lamborghini didn't plainly give away the curb weight of the Urus SE, but with the addition of a 25.9 kWh battery pack, a weight gain was always expected. Based on its claimed power-to-weight ratio, however, the Urus SE tips the scales at 5,520 pounds, nearly 700 pounds heavier than the outgoing Urus S, with a 54/46 front/rear weight distribution. 2025 Lamborghini Urus SE dimensions at a glance. Wheelbase: 118.2 inches. Length: 201.7 inches. Height: 64.5 inches. Width: 85.9 inches, including mirrors. Curb weight: 5,520 pounds. Weight distribution, front/rear: 54/46. Lamborghini Urus SE engine/powertrain and performance. The Urus SE is much more than just a facelift and an extra bit of poke from a hybrid system. The engine of the Lamborghini Urus SE is still the same 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 as before, tuned to 612 HP/590 lb-ft of torque, but is now supplemented by an electric motor providing an additional 189 HP and 356 lb-ft. The two systems combine for maximum outputs of 789 HP and 701 lb-ft. The 25.9 kWh lithium-ion battery pack feeding the e-motor is sited in the trunk of the Urus SE above an electronically controlled rear differential, while the e-motor itself is integrated into the 8-speed automatic transmission. When the engine is disengaged, the e-motor can propel the Urus SE for approximately 37 miles at speeds of up to 81 miles per hour. Aiding its straight-line performance, the Urus SE introduces a new centrally mounted longitudinal electric torque vectoring system that utilizes an electro-hydraulic clutch pack to divvy up power between the front and rear axle. On the rear, a new limited slip differential then actively torque vectors from left to right, resulting in what Lamborghini terms on-demand oversteering. These systems are augmented by a 48-volt anti-roll system and the adjustable air suspension system, which can also increase ground clearance, lowering by 0.6 inches in the SUV's sportiest setting and raising by nearly 3 inches when the going gets rough. Revised drive modes accompany the rest of the upgrades, with 6 drive modes and 4 electric performance strategies: EPSF drive, hybrid, performance, and recharge. The 6 drive modes below can be Strata, street; Sport; Corsa, track; Neve, snow; Sabbia, sand; Terra, earth/mud. Gas mileage/range, charging, and battery life. US EPA fuel consumption and range estimates are still pending, but Lamborghini approximates a 37-mile electric driving range on the WLTP cycle. The hybrid drivetrain, when used correctly, should yield improvements over the Urus S and its ICE-only powertrain. For reference, the Urus S consumed 14/19/16 mpg city/highway/combined. Lamborghini Urus SE interior and cargo. The visual enhancements extend to the interior of the Lamborghini Urus SE, which seats 5 occupants in a 2-row configuration. Although the design is largely unchanged, the emphasis is now on width, with the lower dashboard elements spanning the full width of the cabin instead of creating 2 distinct areas of the cockpit for the driver and front passenger. Between them, a 12.3-inch touchscreen is larger than the outgoing Urus S and has the latest human-machine interface, HMI, with newer graphics inspired by the Revuelto, complementing the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. While the Y-shaped motif is no longer found in the headlights, it has been used alongside the air vents, and is also found on the updated design of the seats. While not quite as extensive as the exterior color palette, buyers are not short of choice when it comes to the interior upholstery, with 47 color combinations and 4 embroidery options. Furthermore, the ad personam customization program expands this range infinitely, so long as your budget balloons to the same extent. At launch, Lamborghini revealed 2 of the available interior schemes, with the Urus SE interior shown off in Aranccio Apodis, orange, and Terra Kedros, terracotta. Practical elements like the trunk are likely to remain mostly unchanged, but the packaging of the battery under the low-trod floor may impact the trunk space in the Lamborghini Urus SE slightly. Then again, the Urus S was never class-leading and only had 21.75 cubic feet to play with.